Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself and my partner. I am Aisyah Barka and my partner are Nurul Fadilah and Jalal. We are from Group 10. In this presentation, we will discuss about why ads don't say what they mean. First, I will explain to you about words don't mean things, people mean things. When language is used in real life, hearers do read between the lines, but in most cases, they read exactly what the speaker intended them to read. To say that words can mean different things to different people, even in the same context, is to confuse a couple of important issues. Many words do in fact have multiple meanings, and the intent of the communicator is not always obvious to the receiver. This is especially true in the written form, where emphasis and tone are much harder to communicate. Next, what will the rational speaker do? According to Greece, there are 4 commandments of conversation. First, maxim of quality. Second, maxim of quantity. Third, maxim of relation. Fourth, or the last, is maxim of manner. The maxim of quality, it means where one tries to be truthful and does not give information that is false or that is not supported by evidence. Maxim of quantity, it means where one tries to be as informative as one possibly can and gives as much information as is needed and no more. The maxim of relation, it means where one tries to be relevant and says things that are pertinent to the discussion. The maxim of manner, it means when one tries to be as clear, as brief, and as orderly as one can in what one says, and where one avoids obscurity and ambiguity. Next, about the search for relevance. Relevance is a function of effort and effect. The greater the positive cognitive effects, the greater the relevance. The greater the expenditure of processing effort, the more restricted the relevance. The universal tendency to maximize relevance makes it possible to predict and manipulate the mental states of interlocutors. In advertising terms, given the reader's tendency to pick out the most relevant stimuli in the environment and process them so as to maximize relevance, advertisers may produce stimuli likely to attract attention, to prompt the retrieval of specific contextual assumptions, and to point towards an intended conclusion. The processing effort is supposed to interrupt our continuous search for relevance at an optimal level. The optimal relevance, to arrive at optimal relevance, an advertiser may make an efficient, overt attempt to secure his audience's attention and make it mutually manifest that he intended that information. Thank you, that's all from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Sanjalal. Now I want to continue the explanation from Aisyah. The search for relevance. There are 5 things that we have to know about research for relevance. First is comparison is in the mind of the beholder. The second is reason to buy. The third is don't demonstrate this at home. 4 is connect the dots, and 5 is there's a distinct possibility. I want to show you the picture in here, maybe the picture from Mercedes-Benz. First of all, after we see this picture, First of all, you have to understand the purpose of this ad. The purpose of this ad is to attract the customer that want to buy a car or want to know the detail or more about the cars. And the second is you have to notice the logo. As you can see in here, maybe there's a logo Mercedes-Benz with logo like this, like that lah. And as you know, Mercedes-Benz is the brand of company cars that makes a cars. And third is you have to put the first two things together and infer that even though other cars dealers aren't trustworthy, but this one is. It means that in ads we must know we must give the audience the advantage of that product. Like in an example from ads from Toyota Veloz. There's advantage that give an advantage that their car is a lot of new specification that you must you must that can make you attract to their product, like and the Veloz Toyota is the car dealers trustworthy. And the last is finally you have to get that when ads have a picture, they relate in some way to the text and the overall purpose of the ad to get you to buy their stuff. As you can see in that ads, Toy Veloz, they say you can see the tagline, enjoy tagline, and you can menggabungkan dalam in their text in the video. There's the same meaning with their tagline. And then the next material is wire for mind reading. Mind reading involves in understanding even the most basic forms of non-verbal communication in the Wire magazine's advertisement. Reading the mind through brain imaging suggests that science has surpassed science fiction in that there is an objective, interpretable correlation between anatomy, physiology, and thought. Through the technologies of brain imaging, the advertisement claims we finally visualize not only the brain but the mind itself. And the last is, from my explanation, is you cannot tell the truth deceptively. To tell the truth deceptively only has real impact if enough of the advertising industry actually obeys the law. In the end, the real constraints on deceptive advertising probably come from the consumer's own sense of outrage. Congress gave the Federal Trade Commissions, or FTC, the power to enforce the appropriate law, which says, first, an ad must be truthful. It means that there is not allow the deceptive, and the ad must be not to fool consumers. The second, advertisers must have proof for anything they claim in ad. And the last is ads. The third is ads can be unfair. Okay, thank you. That's enough for me. Thank you for attention. Stay happy, stay healthy. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hi, welcome with me Nurul Fadila as the last presenter in this video. I wanna continue my friend's explanation before. It's about why ads don't say what they mean. And my material explanation first is talking about the fundamental rules for advertising. As we know, advertising is kind of the way to promote product to more popular, to more famous, and to make known by people in society. So the advertising have a purpose to persuade and encourage the public as customer to be interested to the product. And those are 3 points of basic rules for advertising. The first is tell the truth. Advertisers can't mislead customers about the benefits of what they're selling. Every advertisement I think have tell the truth to make attention for the customer. So um, they will tell about the product is good or the best quality or anything, but the product is not necessary in accordance with what is said, because it's only for marketing technique that makes the customer are interested to the product. For example, like this one.
Cuci pakai sabun, gak glowing juga. Mau glowing? Selalu pakai Fair and Lovely Fairness Facial Foam. Dengan multivitamin, wajah glowing seketika. So girls, glowing!
In this advertisement, I see that the whitening cosmetic product that make our face is brightness in the short time, but in reality is depend on person who use that. And then the next is tell the whole truth. Advertiser can't leave out information to create the impression that the claim are true. If including the missing information would make the claim false. If we see advertisement in television said a sentence like 9 of 10% people use this product or anything like that, there is a kind of trick marketing, I think, because actually they offer the good product, but uh, they didn't make sure that product is suitable for every human, every people who use that product. So they use only 9 of 10% suitable of those product, not 10 of 10% suitable of that product. For example, like this advertisement in television. Check it out.
Untuk meraih jutaan cinta Indonesia, kuncinya selalu jadi nomor 1. Clear, nomor 1 di Indonesia. Sikat habis Ketombe.
Dicintai 9 dari 10 wanita Indonesia.
Ketombe, clearin aja.
Okay, the next is have evidence that claim it's true. If we talk about the evidence claim of product, it's talk about the testimony. And testimony is, we don't know that is real or fake, because as we know in social media is booming with endorsement. Their endorsement is artist or testimony who paid by seller to give the good testimony. When people read that, so interest to buy the same product like that. Okay, let's next to my material is the reason why ads don't say what they mean. I think if we talk about the advertising, is talking about the to create something new, to make promote it's more interesting, right? So some advertiser use the simple word or using the strange word or the strange picture to make that product is different with each other like that. So this is the reason why sometimes advertiser using kind of I said before, like strange word, simple word, or strange picture like that. So and then commonly every product have the tagline like this one
Citato, life is never flat.
or this one, and the tagline is very very important because the tagline is more easily to remember by people to know some product. I think that's all from me. I'm sorry if there is any mistake from us. And the last I say, stay safe and healthy, and just stay at home.
Like a bird
Hopefully
on a
this
tree.
epidemic pass quickly so we can
I'm
meet
just
again and
sitting
study
here.
as usual as we do.
I got
So thank you for watching and don't forget to comment
It's
in the
clear
comment
to
below.
see
So wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
from up here. The world seems small.